In the heart of Addis Ababa, hidden deep within the walls of the Jubilee Palace in Addis Ababa, behind the ivy-covered walls of the Jubilee Palace corridors, there once stood a door. Not a grand gate, nor a throne room entrance, but a quiet passageway, leading beneath the palace floor. Few knew what lay beyond it. Even fewer ever entered, for this was not a war chamber, nor a treasury of gold. This was the private sanctuary of His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie I. A hidden library of knowledge, memory, and power. To the world, he was a king. To Ethiopia, he was the Lion of Judah. To Africa, a torchbearer of unity. To the Rastafari, the living God. But in silence, when the speeches were done and the diplomats gone, Haile Selassie became something else. A student, a scholar, a keeper of time. In his library, manuscripts whispered across centuries. Bound in leather, stitched by monks, were ancient Ge'ez chronicles from the Zagwe and Solomonic dynasties, scrolls written in the hands of emperors and priests. There were books in Amharic, English, French, Arabic, philosophy, theology, law, and global history. And nestled between them, a personal Amharic translation of Machiavelli's The Prince, with notes in the emperor's own hand. This was no ordinary library. It was a vault of vision, a place where Africa's future was quietly imagined. He read nightly, even in exile in Bath, England, even as his empire was invaded, even as ministers plotted in his shadow. He read. He studied Plato's Republic, compared it with Ethiopia's Fetha Negest, the law of the kings. He pondered justice, leadership, betrayal, destiny. In silence, he prepared, not just for his return, but for a generation unborn. But then came 1974. The revolution? The Derg? The lion was caged, the palace stormed, and the library violated. Soldiers trampled knowledge with boots, scrolls were burned, books vanished into foreign hands. Yet some were saved. Loyal palace staff sealed rare volumes into crates, hid them in monasteries in Lalibela, Axum, Debre Libanos. Others smuggled texts to the church, or buried them, in faith that Ethiopia would one day remember. And remember, she did. In 2007, a Ge'ez manuscript long thought lost appeared in Jerusalem. In Paris, a letter from Gandhi to Haile Selassie surfaced, unpublished, unsigned, but unmistakably real. Whispers tell of more, sealed compartments beneath the palace still unopened, hidden caches yet untouched. The emperor may be gone, but his wisdom sleeps, waiting. This library was never about books alone. It was about memory, about sovereignty of the mind. Haile Selassie believed that a free Africa must be an educated Africa, that we must not only break chains, but also read our own history, write our own laws, and shape our own future. He knew that empires fall, but knowledge endures. A nation that does not preserve its memory cannot shape its future. Emperor Haile Selassie I